quite beautiful.
I am going to talk about...
What would you like to talk about, Kane? Talk about anything you like.
I'm going to talk about creativity. For some marginalised identities, we've never had... You can't find our stories. They weren't wrote down in the past. It's like, I feel like us to tell our story now, I feel it's political and I think it's radicals. And like a physical theatre company feels so limiting to what we do. It's like we don't do that anymore. It's like we're a social enterprise or something where, you know, I'm going to change the world if we can. And I really want to, you know, believe that we can make equal the imbalance of like the injustice we see in the world. So a big part is about you telling your own story. My name's Kane Husband, so I'm the artistic director of the Pappy Show, and I work as a movement director and a choreographer. Whether it's in community halls or whether it's on like the National Theatre stage, it doesn't really bother me. Yeah, big time, like massively, it's all about that.
Yeah.
I'm so not interested in just the product at the end. So when people become focused on that part, I lose interest in some way. It's like, that's why I love making performances, but if it's like, we're just interested in the performance, I'm like, I'm not interested in that, that's not why I did it. It's actually to start a conversation with your dad in the bar afterwards, so you could talk about, you know, why you don't hug anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, that's why I made it. And the more I can understand myself, the safer I am to work with people. And the more I can, so even in a movement perspective, the more I can understand the way that I move, that gives me more choices to try and approach different things, different ways of moving. So I could be like, oh, I always use circles and spirals a lot. Then I can start to make choices to go, I don't want to do that as much. Or I want to try other shapes, or I want to be heavier or lighter, from understanding myself. So I was thinking, if I was ever going to like run a drama school or run a training space, I'd be like, the first few years have to be about you understanding yourself before you can even begin to play other people. So it took for me to go, I had to make my own company to do it for you now to go, oh yeah, you're really good at that, aren't you? And it's like, it's frustrating to have to prove yourself in that way. But now I'm glad it's like, I've got this thing that's under my terms that you can really feel like we create the culture we want and we're not having to bend or feel like we're compromising ourselves to serve other people's stories. And you go, I reject the industry. I reject it completely. The way that, you know, the worst bits of our industry of like, it feels like that's what you need to do to get successful. Compromise myself, lose my identity, you know, do auditions for things I don't want to, like all of that. And it's like, I reject that actually. I don't want to do that. I want to be in rooms where I feel happy and joyful, and I want to monopolise for being in that space. So now when I meet like future collaborators or directors and stuff, and they're like, I want to talk to you about this play, this is what it is, blah 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 blah, I'm like, whoa, can we just backstep? Talk to me about how you work, because this is what's going to pull me into wanting to work with you. It's not going to be like, this is a really exciting story. Like, if I feel secure in the way we're working together, then I want to tell that story. I'm looking for people with character. I don't care how good you can memorise the script or switch on your performance. I'm going, you seem really fun.